Have you watched back winning the Universal Championship?
No,
You've never watched that match?
no. And you know what? I get like tagged in tweets like daily of like that spot, and like I'll like scroll away before I hit the wall. Like I don't like seeing it.
You don't like seeing it because it brings back a memory?
It's just like, why dwell on the past? Like, you should be looking forward. Like, you can't change the past. Like, it happened. So what? Like,
Did you immediately know that your shoulder had popped out?
oh yeah.
Because you can see the look on your face, and then you go to put your shoulder back in like this has come out before. Had you dislocated your shoulder before?
I had like subluxated my shoulder a couple times before. I'm not sure if it was the same one when I was wrestling like really early on, like in like maybe I was like 19, so probably like 2001. I tried to do like this, the tiger mask flip where like the guy would be in the corner and he'd step up and flip over.
Yes.
And I used to be able to do that a long time ago. And but I done it to this guy that was wearing a shirt, and his shirt like slipped as I was basing off it. So like as I was coming back, I landed on my shoulder, and it like my hand and it like over rotated and popped out. And instinctively, I just grabbed the wrist and pulled, and I felt it pop back in. So that happened. That had happened maybe 2 or 3 times then in the next 2 or 3 months, obviously because it didn't like heal properly. But then no, it had been fine for 10, 15 years. And then I hit the wall, and rest is history, I guess, right?
When you won that match, on a scale of 1 to 10, what kind of pain are you in?
No pain, but I knew there was a big issue, and it had actually came out like 3 more times in the match, because like anytime I lifted my arm to hit the ropes, it had came out. I remember I got whipped to the buckle one time. It came out. So, and I don't know if I've ever told this story, and I'm not sure if I should, but I remember at one point in the match. So me and Seth, I was very lucky to be in there with Seth when it happened, because Seth is an absolute pro, and we were able to communicate, and I was able to tell him, hey, I'm hurt. So we were kind of like calling the match on the fly and editing spots and changing spots and talking the whole time. So the match that we'd done wasn't actually the match that we'd like laid out.
That's still such a great match.
Yeah, and I must give Seth credit, because there was a point in the ring, we were outside the ring, and I was rolling him back into the ring, and I said, dude, I'm hurt. I don't think I'm going to be wrestling for a while. Like, do you want to switch to finish? And he said, no, stick to the plan. And I just rolled him back in, and we stuck to the plan. And I often think, like, I wonder what that would have done for my career if we had to switch to finish.
In what way?
Well, we're still talking about this 10 years later, right? And everywhere I go, every interview I do, I get the question, hey, what would have happened if you hadn't got injured? Because you were the champ. But if I'd have got injured and lost and just went away for 9 months, there'd be no like sympathy from the fans. There'd be no what ifs. There'd be no...
Well, it's not even sympathy. It's respect. It's like that guy was injured and still went through and still won the match. And it's like there's a lesson, I think, there of like, even if things are difficult, you push through and you do it.
Yeah, and like similar to what JD was saying on here about like you kind of compartmentalize when an injury happens, and like you don't think about, okay, there's still whatever 18 minutes left in the match. I just thought, okay, I'm laying on the floor and my shoulder's out, put the shoulder back in. All right, I'm still on the floor, get back in the ring. Okay, you're in the ring, what's the next spot? So you just kind of, go step by step. You don't really think of like the grander picture of, just don't panic, right? And I think that comes down to like experience. And obviously I was very lucky to be in there with Seth as well, who didn't panic either. So kind of trusting yourself and being able to get through it. And a lot of people, when things go off track in a match, they get worried because they think everyone watching knows, but nobody knows, because nobody knows the plan. Nobody knows what you're planning on doing, what you want to do, how you want to get to this spot. So you don't have to stick to this plan. And people like beat themselves up. I forgot to do this spot, or I skipped this bit. And it's well and good having a plan, but what you do is what counts.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, my advice to like younger wrestlers is don't worry so much about like hitting these spots or like remembering things or making mistakes. Just like trust yourself, and fans are very forgiving. Like you can see some of the stuff in the ring. Like you can see guys calling spots to each other. Fans don't care. And like we have this like unreal show that like completely exposes the business, which I'm not sure I agree with or not. Like I know it probably brings in more fans. Like I've become a fan of Formula One from watching Drive to Survive, which kind of like shows you like the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So I understand it brings in new fans, and it gives people more respect for what we do, but it also takes away a little bit of that magic. So I'm torn because I am old school and I was kind of trained the old school way, but I'm working in the new era. So I know I need to find that balance. And even like talking about this, I feel awkward. And I don't think I've ever even spoken this candidly about like giving away kayfabe. But I guess you got to change with the times, right?
The other what if in that match is if you change the finish, do you ever become WWE champion? Right? Because you won that night. It's a short run, but you were the champion.
Yeah.
If you change the finish, who knows where it goes from there if you ever win the title?
Yeah, I could have like been let go 6 months later before I even came back. Like, yeah, who knows? One thing that does bug me is that some people say like, oh, that guy's injury prone. Like one major injury in my whole career, like 24 years. Apart from like a broken jaw, which like is a complete accident.
Sure.
Like that's it, you know?
Why do people think this?
Yeah, it's just...
And look, they're both accidents too. Both injuries are accidents.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. But like, yeah, people can think what they want, but...
It's not like you were running the ropes and you tore your hamstring or something. Like...
I've torn plenty of muscles, trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah.